Hello, everyone. I'm gonna put on some. I'm actually gonna start with some chill Kingdom Hearts music today. I was putting together a chill Final Fantasy playlist, which I might play later, but I didn't get as many songs on it as I wanted to before starting. What's up, everyone? Phenomenal, Bad, Phantom, I see Sturgeon, Alnick, Crimson, Coop, Hongshane Lover, as well as everyone else who is out there. So, yeah, I want to build some lists for the post ban list, and I've talked about this before. How like when there's a major release, usually a big ban list change or a meta shift or a big set coming out, I'll usually just go ahead and like. I actually did already. I can show you. I'll just delete all my decks and just build them again from scratch. I probably didn't have to delete the Mathmech deck. Like, that build probably isn't going to change very much, if at all. But I was like, whatever. We'll just make some new decks. I kind of want to cook. Okay, so I have two things in mind that I want to work on, and we're not going to just only deck build. I do want to play some amount of games because I need to do some missions. I'm like pretty full on missions, and obviously I want to test some of the things that we're going to be building as well. Monodium Sprite. I definitely want to cook up some Monodium, but I kind of want to like theory craft like Abyssal Sprite Synchro without Chaos Ruler. I don't know, I've been thinking about like Excel Synchro Stardust and Stardust Dragon in general. And like, just in general, okay, because the idea of Sprite Synchro and why it was so good, what initially drew me to it, right, is the idea of adding like Baron and Dispater to a Sprite board. And I feel like we should probably still be able to do that without Chaos Ruler. How consistently and how, like, without, I don't know. If we can do it without losing too many resources, I don't know, but it feels doable. But Monodium is definitely something I want to cook up for sure, as well as Abyssal Runic is actually the first deck that I'm going to be building today. And to that end, let me see something real quick. What does my screen capture situation look like? Okay, let me switch here. Boop. Alright, so I already have pulled up here the Master Duel. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. I have the Master Duel meta breakdown. I actually need to make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit. No, no, no. Don't put it in the corner. There we go. I'll just leave it here. I don't know how many of you all have experience with this deck, but I have none, so I'm going to be using this to kind of help as a jumping off point. Alright, oh, well then when I click into Master Duel it goes away, of course. You know what? As much as I'd like to have it on screen, it would just be handy to have it on my other monitor, so I think I'm just going to set it up that way. Grab this, throw it over here. I'll just put it in the same window so I don't have to mess around with that. Okay, here we go. Oh, but you know what? I could set it up like this, and then I can see chat and this at the same time. Boop. And there we go. So how's everybody doing today? Wasted so much UR dust after coming back to the game a month ago. What do you feel like you wasted it on? Because one of the things that I like to do is try to figure out, like, because obviously for, like, Sprite Synchro, there was a lot of stuff that I crafted just for that, but I don't know. I feel like Chaos Road getting banned kind of sucks, but I also feel kind of inspired to see what I can cook with it. Alright, let's start with the obvious part. Well, one of the obvious parts. Decks that didn't pan out one way or the other. I think the only deck for me that I feel like really just did not pan out at all, or that I ended up getting rid of in the long run, was like DDD. I actually don't have... I mean, I still have like some of the stuff for it, but I got rid of some of the URs for it, some of the more archetype-specific ones, because I was just like, I don't know. It's not that the deck isn't fun, it's just... It's a really hard deck to... okay, it's a hard deck to build, but not in the sense that, like, it's confusing to make. It's more like there's no room to play a lot of cards. What's up, Geo Naruse TTV? Thank you very much for the follow. The song when choosing which deck to start crafting is interesting. Oh, this is good, isn't it? We are forging our path. as I put Runic Fountain into my deck. It'll be a post-banless build, so we'll do the one destruction here. So we probably need to play at least one more of, like, a Runic spell, right? I would have to imagine. But let's start with, like maybe we play 2 Dispelling now. Definitely play those, we definitely play those, definitely play those, we played that. That's probably good for Runic cards. My main deck is Pendulum Magician. I have a lot of staples I don't use. I mean, if there's staples, at least you're open to being able to build other decks more easily. There is that. Made Weekend regretted shortly after because the combos take forever. I've not ventured into Rika. It intimidates me a little bit, I won't lie to you. Thanks for having me. Duel Monsters in my Joey deck. Right on. Hey Hex, the last day before I head back to the army. What's up, Golden Turns? Hope you had a good last day before you head back to the army. Naturia Runic? Actually, this might be a bit deceiving, but we're doing this kind of Runic. Combo decks make my head hurt if I do them too much. For me it depends. If they have like, if I can follow a line, then I find deviating from that, like, I find that kind of thinking a lot easier than playing something like Branded or Labyrinth, where what you do is like super hand dependent and there's like no one combo line. I do still have all my Naturia stuff though. So maybe if I end up liking this deck quite a bit, I'll explore that deck again too. Play at least one of these. Play this. Ooh, I get to play my Royal Bestial Alibur. This is exciting. I can't wait to summon this. I mean, I know this isn't like a very, like, you know, this isn't like the focus of the deck or anything, but it's cool. Time to do the Josh. I should pull up Josh's list, actually. I mean, that's a TCG list, but, I mean, of course, we will still benefit from looking at it. Golden Turns with the Tier 1 gift sub. That went to Phantom. Thank you very much. Oh my god, that's so kind. Such generosity. Oh my gosh, thank you. I use a zombie deck and its combos that aren't too difficult for my brain. Zombie is like, okay, so that's interesting because big mill decks like zombie and like tier limit kind of piles. I guess that's not really decks that follow a line, but I find that easier to play than stuff like Branded and Lab for some reason. Okay, so I have Josh's list pulled up as well. Oh, 2 Fountain. Sounds so nice. I've seen a lot of people play 2 Regained. I think I'll do that too. Dualities, I'm not going to be playing because I don't have them. So, and I don't think the majority of Master Duelists even play them nowadays anyway. Like, I don't even see it on the deck breakdown at all, so. Yeah, that's very, very kind from Golden Turns. Going away gift. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh, are my, hang on, did my thing show up? My sub goals, is that up there? It should be. Hang on, let me... Yeah, okay, there it is, I see it. As always as ever, if we do end up hitting that, we shall switch over to viewer duels. Okay, so we're putting in Bestial cards. Baldrake, yeah, we'll play one of those. I put in a Beast already, yep. Definitely play those 2. Of course we play Dispater. Yeah, we're making Bestial Runic. And after making this, I might play some games with it, just to, like, get some of my missions cleared, because like I said, I am almost full on those. And then I think we might make more decks after that. And again, I wanna potentially start cooking up a new variant of like Bestial Sprite Synchro shenanigans. Because like I said earlier, if our goal is to make a sprite board that also has Dispater and Baron on it, that sounds doable. That doesn't sound terribly difficult. Maybe, hopefully. without Chaos Ruler being the big asterisk there. We play the Quims. I've already crafted my 3rd Quim for this. Cartesia, a lot of them only play 1, but I have 2, so I guess I'll try 2. Why not? Young Cartesia, as I like to call her sometimes. I don't know why. It's just a fun name. The Granganol. Yep, we put that in, right? Yep. Oh, Lulu Lilith, we have that. Hell yeah, glad I made this card. So Nesh playing Branded Synchro? Ooh. Somehow I find deck like Tears and Branded have a lot of options overwhelming, yet I play Penned. It's interesting how, like, oh, Branded Synchro is another thing we could build potentially too. Yeah, isn't it interesting how, like, sometimes, like, just you can be efficient at one kind of open-ended deck, but, like, not that good at another one? Because, like, it's like I was saying earlier, the, like, tier and zombie style, like, big pile mill decks, I don't find that terribly difficult to navigate, but when I pick up Branded or Labyrinth, I feel so lost. Branded less so than Lab. Lab is the big one for me. I feel like I never know what I'm doing when I play Labyrinth. Oh, hey, you know what we haven't done? And that's actually going to be our last 6 cards, wow, is paying our Master Duel tax. How about that? Beep. This looks good, right? I mean, this is a Geo Runic deck. Let's fill out the extra deck, of course, as well. Baron. Chaos Angel. Shang Ying, if I can spell, Jesus Christ. Coral Dragon. Coral! I've never seen The Walking Dead, but I don't know. I don't even know the context in which I watched a Coral compilation, but I thought it was hilarious. This speaks to me. This deck is cool. This deck seems very cool. Tri-Edge. Oh, I did. I actually made one. I did. Yep. Here it is. Boom. Because, like, I was thinking about this too. Tri-Edge Master, like, if you make this with Assault Synchron / Ringo plus 2 Sprite monsters, you get all 3 effects, don't you? Or if you use 3 or more monsters and materials, apply all these effects in sequence. So yeah, 2, 2, and 2 gets all 3 of these effects, and I'm like, that's definitely something we can cook with. So, I mean, I made it first and foremost with this deck in mind. You can also play this in Monodium, so I might try to Monodium too. The Walking Dead show? Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen it, but one time on YouTube, I think I must have just come up with my recommender or something. It was like a compilation of what's his face, Carl, I think? No, Carl is the name he's saying, but it sounds like Coral. And I laughed because it was just a man shouting Carl over and over again. Tri-Edge is great with Sprite. It seems like it. It seems like a very cool card. What else can we play? Not Chaos Ruler, rip. Garura is on here, so I guess I'll throw that in. What are we at, 13? What else is... Okay, let me look at some lists here. This one's playing some Link. What did Josh play? Oh, right, he was playing Duality, so he has, like, Unicore and Alvain. And then, of course, he's got SP Little Knight and Typhon, which we don't have. Goddess. I was thinking, like, IP Goddess, potentially. I see that here. Or not even IP, necessarily. Scarlet Red... Oh, we could use Scarlet Red Dragon. We need SP. It's a pretty good card. Okay, let me look at some of these lists here in particular. Okay, that one's an Orcus list. That's why it's playing 2 Dingiers here. Gamma is potentially good. Oh, the level 6. Was it Malong? We could play that. We could play... What else is in here? Bazooka? I did say Bazooka. Baguska, rather, that one. Malong, hee hee. Seals for Maxi Pass. I feel like we're a Runic deck. I don't feel like we necessarily need seals, per se, but it is an option. Oh, hey, this list I just hovered over plays seals. Azalea? Ooh, that's not a bad option either. So seal, okay, what were we considering? Seals, Azalea, Malong. PGA Pro said, thank you very much for the follow. Omega was another consideration. Baguska, we have like 1 slot left. Is Garura really that good? Is this if we like activate a fusing effect and they remove something or something like that? Malong? I feel like Malong is the way to go. But I wonder if we can play something else over Garura. The draw can make or break the game. Okay, we can try keeping it in. Maybe Scarlight? Hey, what's up, Frog? Oh, there's also Donner. That's another option. So between Seals, Donner, and Azalea, do we think any of those cards are... Well, Scarlights also are only 8. I feel like we should have, like, at least 1 8, right? Even if it just ends up being, like, a 3k beater. I mean, the effect is also good, too. We don't necessarily need a Link monster. We could take out the second Jerry. We don't need 2 of those. Oh, hey, on somebody said, watch your videos daily, so I figured I'd watch the Twitch, too. Oh my god, that's so kind. Thank you. I super appreciate that. Also, we're at 1,996 followers. Wow, we are 4 away from 2K. That's wild. That's actually crazy to me. Speaking of which, Daniel, thank you very much for the follow. Daniel Glez 1080. And then there's one from Miko as well. Oh my god, is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be the 4 here? There's 2. We just need 2 more. Let's see. Now I'm just looking at some of these other lists. I'm not waiting for it to happen here. Yeah, no, okay. So I think between the Link 2s, again, it was between Seals, Azalea, and Donner. I feel like Seals is probably one of the better options. Well, but Seals isn't, well, it's Spheres, right? Not Seals. I always type Seals. Yeah, it's 2 dragons. It's not a dragon plus something else, so it would have to be exactly 2 Bestials. Donner is multiple... I think Donner is the hardest one to make if it's multiple types, honestly. And that just leaves, what, Azalea? Oh my god, please spell this card's name. There we go. If you have 3 less spell cards in your graveyard, then... Oh, okay, so when you summon it, you pop, and then if you don't have 3... Wait, if you have 3 or less, yeah, then it gets destroyed. Banish a spell, destroy that opponent's monster. I mean, it's not hard for that to out multiple cards. Should it be pronounced Gary? I don't know. I've always said Jerry. I never really thought about it that much. When it comes to card pronunciation, unless I hear it differently, like, I just go with whatever the first gut feeling I have. Like, or if I think a pronunciation sounds cooler. Like, I know everyone says Visas. I think Visas just sounds better. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds classier. I'm gonna play Azalea. We'll just try it. Beep. Gotta rep the new deck box. Let's go with the spooky layout. Alright. And you know what, we'll do it like this. Have the fountain in the middle. There we go. Let's play some games with this. I've never played with this deck before, but we're at Diamond 5 and we can't lose rank, so it's not like we have anything to lose. I feel like it's decently straightforward. We'll see. If after like 1 or 2 games I realize like, okay, maybe we should practice in solo mode, I guess I might do that, but... No consequences, let's go! Oh, so I can close this and make that bigger again. Azalea is the one I use, I like it a lot. Oh, well this seems like a really good first hand. Oh my god, I need to remember to go to battle phase. Whenever I've played runic decks in the past, I'm really bad about forgetting to do that in this game. So I need to remember to do that. I got stunlocked earlier in a grass. Looks greener resolved too. So great so far. Aw. Yeah, having the battle phase definitely matters here. We're not trying to, like, mill as a win con. Opponent is AFK, it seems. Oh, there we go. Playing Bistio Riddick also right now in ranked? Hell yeah. This is my literal first ever game with it. Ooh, the Hidden City. Can add a Subterra monster from your deck to your hand. I am going to Ash Blossom that. I don't want them to add Guru or Fiendus if they already have Guru. I think either would be not ideal. Set 1. Okay. And face. Okay. Just one card. You get 12 URs in the 2024 bundle? Damn, that is good. I thought I was doing well with 9. Well, I did do well with 9, but you did better. That's great. Okay, here, let's do this one. What am I doing here? I guess we are just gonna try to... okay, if I want to try to draw 2, then I need to use this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's just try to draw 2 here. Only good you are from the... I wondered if that was going to happen as soon as I played a Runic card. Okay, good talk, opponent. My only good UR from the bundle was Dawn Dragster. That's a good UR, though. Dawn Dragster is a good UR to pull. It's a good... Okay, weirdly, I think there are URs that are better to pull than craft, which sounds like it doesn't make sense, but I think Dawn Dragster is actually a good example of that, because... Dawn Dragster is a card I've been wanting to play in decks for a while, but I can't really justify crafting it, or I couldn't. And then I pulled it, and it's like, sweet, now I get to play this card. Get what you mean? You never want to craft some? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Also, don't worry, opponent, I promise not to cheat. Earl GB said he pulled 12 too. That's crazy. My Master Pack pulls are always awful, like no URs. My Master Packs in the Slifer bundle were god awful. They were terrible. I pulled like 3, and one of them was really bad. I'm trying to remember what it was. Maybe it was like some kind of like dual terminal, like Wave 1 boss monster or something, but it was just not good. Well, that's a hell of a draw. Yeah, exactly. Even if all 12 are crap, that's still 4 URs of whatever you want. Let's see. I guess we'll start with this. Cheated. I'm a cheater, what can I say? Oh shit. Okay, do I need to add the Bestial Aliber here? No, I'm already gonna normal summon Quem, right? And that's already a tuner. And I already have Saronir, so I can just get Magnum Hut here, I would assume. I've never played this deck before, by the way. I just need to reiterate that. I don't need Bestial Aliber here, right? I actually have no idea what you use this card before. I'm gonna grab Magnum Hut. Oh no, this... Okay, so we send Bestial Aliber off of this, I bet. Well, okay, let's, we can activate Branded Regained. Yeah, I know. I definitely want to get more emotes. The best place to suggest that, actually, I don't know if you're on the Discord or not, but I have a suggestions channel on the Discord. That would be a great place to put that, because that's the place where I'm definitely going to, like, see it and, like, be able to go back to it easily. If you do ! Discord, I can actually do it here. Then there's a link to it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I guess I'll summon Quem? I have no idea what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. We'll go along the way. I think this is from the 3DS Kingdom Hearts game. This is a cute song. I like it. Oh, we send Cartesia. Oh wait, do we send Cartesia? What do we send here? I have no idea how to play this deck, by the way. I guess whatever we send... Well, we could also banish Bestial Lubellion, because we already have a Regained in play anyway. Send Cartesia. Cartesia? Yeah, okay. Dream Drop Distance? Yeah, Dream Drip Distance. That's funny to me. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay, I'm gonna summon Magnum Hub by banishing Bestial Lubellion. I already have Branded Regained up, so I don't feel like I need to summon Lubellion and establish that. The Runic triggers Quem to revive her. Oh, so we sync for the 10. Oh, well, they maxied. Well, okay, I'm not gonna be able to, like, win this turn if I activate Runic cards, but I might just, like, battle here and then make Baron. Let's just do the yeah, I'll do the search. It doesn't really matter which one I chain block here. Oh, also, SM was too short. Thank you very much for the follow. Ooh, that's 19.99. Good draw. The trip does come with the Vine Boom, for the record. Search generally better. True, I also had the Sarnier already, though, which is why, like, obviously Drew Storm would be better, and it's also not bad to have 2 Bestials, but, like, I wasn't super hurting if I didn't get the, draw. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna move to battle phase, make Baron, give them a draw, but establish an Omni, activate Fountain, and pass, I think. Oh, this is Aqua's theme, isn't it? This is another fantastic song. What's up, David? Yeah, we can keep this in here because we have Fountain up. And give me Drew Swarm. It could have taken Baldrake, actually. I could have thought about it. Well, that's kind of specific to summon Baldrake and Sarnier, and then, yeah. Maybe Drew Swarm's just safer. Bestial Runic stream? It's actually more of a deck building stream, but I wanna... This is the first deck we built, and I've never played it before, so I want to try it a little bit. And I want to get some missions done, too, before I forget to do them, because I'm full up on missions, and if you want to maximize gems, you don't want to leave them hanging there. Alright, opponent did nothing on their turn 1 at all, by the way. So, yes, they have a lot of cards. Like, they have 2 more cards than they had. Well, 3 technically, because they cycled the Maxi. Well, yeah. But... Oh, it's Rescue Ace. Okay. I was going to say, we have the Baron, we have multiple Bestials, we have Flashing Fire and Ash Blossom. So, I think we should be fine, hopefully. We are, in fact, doing a little bit of cooking. Set 1 monster! Set 1! This is... Okay. Oh, no. How bad was their hand? I want to see their build. I still need to finish this game, Birth by Sleep. Their build isn't bad at all. I wonder what their hand looked like. Excuse me. This is a fine... I mean, obviously, we don't have, like, all the, like... We don't have Emergency and Airlifter. Well, not Airlifter. What's the one called? You know the one. The other good one. But, like, this is a fine... This is a completely fine Rescue Ace build. That really makes you wonder what my opponent's hand looked like. To have that many cards and not be able to do anything. Preventer, that's the one. Oh, also, Juvenile66, you are the 2000th follower. There isn't, like, a reward for that or anything, but you can have the satisfaction of knowing you're the 2000th follower. And you've made me very happy by being the 2000th follower. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That means a lot. Oops, all Drolls. What if it was all Drolls? Well, I activated Lubellion, didn't I? Yeah, we're at 2K now. Let's go! That's so cool. Also, opponent's name is lol you win. That's good. I like it. Okay. Ooh. So, I can't draw 2. But I could maybe Synchro Summon. This hand seems to be pretty good. People are like, let's go. Unless we're reacting to 2K followers. I mean, I'm definitely going to... I summon Hugin, get Fountain, and then make a 6 here, right? Should I make Triage? Should I make... I don't really have any solid plans with this one. I guess we just make Triage Master and draw a card here? Let's use Smiting Storm to do that. Oh wait, I could level shift... Hang on. Let me read Malong again real quick. By 1. Okay. You can't guarantee a tuner. Isn't this one a tuner? Don't I have a tuner? Oh, but I'm using this, duh. You can make Coral and a 10 with the second... Oh, I could make a 10 with the second Runic. Alright, we definitely start with this. I have to give up my whole hand to do... Oh, but then I can draw 2, duh. Yeah. No, this is good, this is good. I like this. So, we can discard... Okay, if we're going to normal summon Aliber, make Coral Dragon, then we're just not going to use these two. We can discard, like, Baldrake here. Or we could just discard Ash Blossom now. So wait, we normal summon, make the Coral Dragon. Let's just discard Baldrake. Okay, we add the Fountain. Baldrake banished the... Oh, so I should have kept the Baldrake. Okay. Alright, so let's normal summon you. So return you can discard a card, the Synchro Summon card. Okay. Oh, we can't make Baldrake. Okay, gotcha. Oh, because the non-tuner is going to be Jerry, right? Or Gary. So yeah, special summon Runic monster. It's going to be you. I see why people play 2 of this immediately, actually. Alright, now we get to draw 2. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, let's I want to cycle this actually before I draw a card. Let's take... I mean, I'm probably just a Magnum Hut anyway, but if I have 3 Saronir and I can draw 1, 2 Jerry's necessary for recovery. Yeah, I might put that second one back in. I'm just gonna take Druiswarb here. I don't want to search a Saronir and then draw 1 because I still have 2 in my deck, you know? Oh my god, also I just realized this is the song when they're eating ice cream on the tower. Oh my god, this is like this is my favorite one. Like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game of all time, but when I think about the Kingdom Hearts franchise, like, Days has such a special place in my heart. I really should have discarded the Ash Blossom. We don't even have to summon Magnum Hut here. We could just pass. We'll just pass. Yep. Your opponent went into access code turn 1. Do we play Branded Beast? We do. Oh, we do play Branded Beast. Duh. We were supposed to set that up. Or Regained. That was really dumb of me. Okay, whatever. Yeah. I totally forgot about Regained and Beast. That was my bad. I 100% just forgot about those altogether. But okay, we still have an Omni, Ash Blossom, and 2 Bestials, one of which is Druiswarm going into the opponent's turn. Is it the mirror? It might be the mirror. This is fine. If it's the mirror, I think I might Baron the Hugin, which would not only prevent the fountain search, but also deny them the body to synchro with as well. Then we can just hold Ash Blossom for if they end up following up with Fountain later. Let's see what they discard. Smiting Storm. I think getting rid of the body is still the best thing to do here. I think that gunks up their plays the most. So I'm going to Baron. I don't usually use the Omni first, but destroying here is uniquely pretty good. Unless they have 3 to 4 runic spells, we're good. Yee. We are playing Bestial Runic. The deck that Joshua Schmidt won with. But we're not playing dualities. Because I don't own those, and they are URs. And it doesn't seem like most people on Master Duel are playing them anyway. I feel like duality is a tech choice that is probably better in a best of 3 format. Why, Hex? Why? Because it looks like fun. And that's a once per turn effect, right? Oh, it's not. That's right. I have 3 duality and Shadow's Light already. Yeah, part of me does wish I would have pulled for those, honestly. I think I'm actually not gonna negate here. Like, I might just let them search and just Ash the Fountain. Yeah, they can search. This will force them to use another runic spell. Which means you won't have to deal with it later. Alright, that's fine. Yep. Flashing Fire. Yep. Yeah, because if we had ashed the Hugin, then they still would have been able to set that and mess us up with it on my turn. Even if they didn't have Fountain up. Yep, I wonder if that was going to happen. I wondered if that was going to happen after I activated Ash Blossom. I had a feeling. Yeah, so we misplayed by not setting up the Regained / Beast. I wonder which one I would have set up. What do you think is better in that situation? I feel like since I already had Druid Swarm, I could have summoned Magnum Hunt and then Lubellion for Beast. But normally I could see how Regained would be better to set up. You think Regained? Regained there? Okay. Well, okay, if I'm already using Magnum Hunt, then I could bring it back and get another search. So that's true. Yeah. Here we have Ash Blossom and Saronir. It's funny because on the surface, if you look at the list, it feels like it doesn't have a lot of, like, going second disruption. But, I mean, we play Bestials. Oh, it's Sprite. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? We have to look at their list after this. I see Sprite monsters, I always look at their lists. Royal Gigantic, I'm so jelly. Look how pretty this card is. Oh, yeah, we should negate it, too. Let's not forget to negate it. But look how gorgeous this card is. Oh, I want it so badly. Call by. You go. Go for it. I'm not sad at all. I am not sad at all. They have a Waterboard and Goatee sleeves, too. That's interesting. I wonder if that means anything. What if they're cooking something? Skilled player alert. I've never been more jealous of a Royal. Yeah, you wouldn't be both. Look at this. It's very, very pretty. Gishi Sprite? Could be. It'd be really cool if it was. It's a very, very good deck. I mean, even if it's just pure Sprite. I mean, again, it's Sprite cards. Like, come on. They already have starter. They added Smashers. Or maybe they don't... Maybe they already use... If they're using Sprite as an engine, maybe they already used their one of red and carrot, which is why they didn't add a starter there. It's either that or they have it in hand. I feel like it's one of those two. Well, I guess to be fair, even if it's pure, you've already summoned all of your stuff. You could still starter for an extra, like... Because here you can only... Well, unless you elf for red on this turn and carrot on my turn, or vice versa, you can only have one or the other. So I think you would still want to starter for the other one, or for a red or a carrot in general. So... Interesting. Set 3. I like Double Cross better than Smashers. It's been a while since I've played Double Cross. When Thrust came out, I thought about trying it again. Like playing Thrust and having that be like an option that you could set with it on turn 1 if you wanted to. Melfi. Okay, so it is pure. Interesting. Oh, it's Melfi Sprite. It's actual Melfi Sprite because they play Wally. Oh, okay. All right. This is cool. I have been known to say once, if you want to call your deck Melfi Sprite, put a damn Wally in your deck. This person put a damn Wally in their deck. They get to call it Melfi Sprite. I accept this. All right. This hand is pretty good. This targets. Thankfully, they don't have the carrot up right now, but they're definitely going to bring it back once we activate a spell card. But they can't put it in a zone right now, which is interesting. So I think we might start... This summons too, right? I might start with Dispelling. Or should I do Smiting? No, I think I'll start with Dispelling and then Smiting Storm, maybe Freezing Curses as needed. The Melfi Sprite player heard you. I mean, I wonder, but we do have anti-sniping mechanisms up, but I mean, whatever. It's like... Okay, they're bringing back the carrot. I figured this would happen. But they can't put it in a zone that's protected by Elf, which means we can negate it with Freezing Curses if we need to, so... Naturia Runic seems more boring. I kind of agree. Like, I feel a little bad saying that. Oh, it's Sprite Red, okay. Oh, to negate the Hugin, or whatever I summon. Okay. And we can still negate that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna summon Hugin here, right? I feel like I want all these runic spells right now. Should I just discard Cartesia? I feel like I should discard Cartesia here. What do you all think? I think I'm gonna pitch this. Because, like... Yeah, because I definitely want both of these. Saronir for good backup. Let's pitch Cartesia. That is my tuner, I guess, to be fair. Maybe I should have pitched Saronir. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, they have Imperm. That's pretty bad for me. Do I need to negate this, then? If they're about to Imperm here, I should probably negate the Wally. Yeah, because then they just have a bunch of... Well, am I going to even really be summoning more? Oh, Elf, I can't even... You're right, you're right. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just resolves. Thank you, Oni. Also, welcome, Oni. I hope you're doing well. What if they throw SP Little Knight into the next pack? What set did SP Little Knight... We still have a ways to go before SP Little Knight, don't we? Maybe? I mean, it could come at any time, you're right. Promethean Princess came out 4 days in Master Duel after the OCG, so... The precedent is definitely there. Okay, well... Huh. This... We could tribute Hugin for Saranir. Oh, but then we won't have a third spell. That doesn't even work. Do we have to just pass here? I think we just lose here. I mean, obviously we would set freezing curses, but like, I feel like we just lose here. I'm just gonna set this. I only have smashers. Oh yeah, I mean, our fountain would have always lost to smashers anyway, so yeah. We would definitely always lose here. Did you see the leak of... Yeah, I saw the level 8 synchro. If we get all of the missing Monodium cards, like, that deck is cracked. If we get, like, the level 6 synchro, the level 8 synchro, and the level 4 card that's treated as Visas, like, oh my god. That deck is actually just insane. That deck might be tier 1 after that, I'm not gonna lie. There's a really good chance of that. The one I saw on the Master Duel Meta site was the level 8 synchro. The Visas one. The one that says... Hang on, I can pull it up. Visas Armitara. Hang on. What is it? No, it's Amritara. Amritara. Level 8 Warrior Effect Synchro Tuner. Materials are 1 or more tuners plus 1 light monster. 2500 attack, 2100 defense. Hey, that's Dark Magician stats. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. This card's name becomes Visas Starfrost while in the monster zone. Already amazing. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap card that mentions Visas Starfrost from your deck to your hand. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 monster you control. Also, for the rest of the turn, all synchro monsters you control will gain 600 attack. Also, again, note that the materials are 1 or more tuners plus 1 light monster. So you can use, like, all tuners to make it. Also, the fact that it's treated as Visas is just so good. Because you can link it off for, like, light art. Someone in the Discord actually posted a Twitter post of an OCG player doing a Monodium line, and I was like, this is ridiculous. This is so cool. It's so good. Excuse me. Oh, and Crimson Dragon. Yep, that's another card that Monodium would very much like to get. We should build Monodium after this. Monodium Trisukta. Man, I think so Monodium Trisukta, the level 6 one, right? Royal Starter too? Goddamn. This is the same person as a Royal Gigantic, right? Or is that a different player? This is the same person. What the fuck? Holy shit. The level 6 Monodium Synchro, I think that card might have actually gone off in Sprite Synchro. If, like, in the iteration with Chaos Duel, or could still potentially. Like, being a level 6, because what does it do? Doesn't it bring back a level 2 tuner or something like that? Yeah, when it's Synchro Summoned, it brings back a level 2 tuner. Oh, and also you can change tuners into level 2 monsters, but then you can only synchro from the extra deck if you do that, so you can't go into like a Monodium line if you do that. Or, I mean, not a Monodium, a Sprite line. Without Chaos Duel, I think Monodium is going to be my main synchro deck. I think that's probably pretty true for me too, unless we can cook up something super cool. It's not worth it doing King Calamity. Fragile. Than a regular board. I agree. They're playing Goaties? Whoa! I'm glad I did not surrender. I mean, I wanted the mission credit, but like, that's cool. What the fuck? It is Goaty. I wondered if it was going to be Goaty Sprite, because I saw the board and the sleeves. Alnick and Toad. I knew, I was like, Alnick and Toad are still here, right? corked up white card goated with the sauce. That's so good. I am about to get sent to the D. Yeah, I thought this was like Pure Sprite. It was like, it had all the markings of Pure Sprite, and then they just, until they Synchro Summoned for a fucking goatee monster. Synchro Summon the space. Do I live this? Did they not kill me? Do I live by 100? Are they out of attacks? Huh, I live by 100. Neat. I mean, there's no way I win this duel, but it's still neat. And the Wally. It's Melfi Goatee. It's fucking Melfi Goatee Sprite. We have to look at this list afterward. This is one of my favorite runic cards for the art. I love the way Munin is just pointing there. It's so good. I think there's like probably no shot of us coming back, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try here. I think I'm gonna start with... What do they have for disruption? Is it just IP? They have Wally, but it can only summon one. The runic cards do have fun art, I agree. Also, yeah, we did get Assault Synchron in Master Duel before TCG. That's right. I always forget that. Okay, I think I'm going to discard Sarnier this time. Okay. Wally F is fine. They have another imperm! No! Fine. Can't believe I gotta dismantle my Royal Chaos Ruler while grass is still legal. Thank God grass is still legal. That card could be at 2 and it would be fine. I think 3 is a little bit too much. I think 2 is a good number for it. Shouldn't we normal summon Cartesia to dodge Imperm? Should we? I have no idea. This is my third... Wait. Fourth, because somebody auto-conceded. This is my third actual game ever with this deck. So I have no idea. But that sounds like it would have made sense. I guess we'll just send Lubellion. Sure. I would expect Master Duel to get SP very soon. I feel like that's something that would... Well, I don't know if that's something that would leak, actually. I could see that going either way. I need a tuner, so I need Coral Dragon here. If this is allowed to do things. Opponent is still not used IP. Oh, they have Carrot, too. Yeah, we totally just lose. I don't know why I summoned that up here. Oh, there actually was bad to summon it up here. Because now I can't use this. I thought I was activating... Whatever, they're activating IP anyway. Doesn't matter. They also have Carrot. It just super didn't matter. Oh, Snake Eyes. Is that... Are we in the realm of that happening soon in Master Duel? The Snake Eyes stuff? Like Dia Bellstar and all that fun jazz? I agree, Kenny. Oops. Oh, I can't even battle. Right, duh, because I'm playing Runic. I can't even battle. No, TCG are only just... Yeah, I thought it was probably a bit soon for that. But SP Little Knight came out a little bit ago, didn't it? I'm pretty sure in the TCG. Well, yeah, obviously they've had it for at least a bit. Oh, thank you for finishing with it with Gigantic Sprite. Yes, we have to see their list. We have to see their list. Oh my god, we also have to save that game. Fluonda Rees followed. Thank you very much for the follow. Alright, this is the sauce. Here it is. Wow, they're playing a DD Crow. Interesting. They're playing Kalantosa. Hoppy Squadron. This card is so good. I need to play this in more decks. This card is legit, like... This card is super duper good. What else do they have here? You know what? It's funny, because, like I said before... I've said if you want to call it Melfi Sprite, you should at least put a damn Wally in your deck, and here's the Wally. It's not a lot of Melfi cards, but it's enough. Hoppier the Goat. It's 40. Yeah, they're playing a 40-card list. Generally can't wait to play the actual Snake Eyes deck. I haven't read up on those yet. Not OP or nothing, but it looks fun. Oh yeah, and was there extra deck too? Let me see that again. Yeah, look at that. They got the 6, the 8, and the 10. They got the goatees. Oh, the Royal Starter and Gigantic. So good. So good. Let's see if we can get, like, one more video-worthy game. Two Smasher and two Ember. Oh, they played two Smasher? Wow. Current Sprite builds are cool. I don't think they're cope at all. I think they're cool. Alright, we have the Maximum C. This hand's looking pretty good. Twin Sprite is legit still a very, very good deck. Dragon Maid. Oh, I wonder if this is like a post-banless D-Link deck. Azora Falcon, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well and all that fun stuff. They added the tiding. Yep. Ah, it is. I should have activated Max C. I wonder if they were going to link off for Striker Dragon. Alright. We missed out on one draw, but it's fine. Hospitality. You know, we lose out on one draw, but we do also make them use the hospitality. We don't make them, but like now they have used the hospitality, so they're like a little bit more committed. Stopping here is like slightly more awkward than it might have been before if they choose to stop here. Seals pass. They can just do that too. We might have just done that anyway. Watching your Master Duel videos for about a year. Oh my god, thank you so much. Holy shit, a whole year. That's awesome. Thank you. That means a lot. Oh my god. Max C of their own. That is gonna have to be fine. Unless I just... No, I can chain Baldrake. Let's do that. We can eat their Chamber Dragon. Wait, let me read Tiding real quick, actually. What card your opponent controls? Yeah, we can not only dodge a draw here, but we can also just eat the Chamber Dragon Maid and turn off the Tiding, so... Yeah, Seals Tidy Pass. We can also chain a Runic card. Let's do that, too. Let's do Dispelling to summon a Hugin here. Yeah, let's do Dispelling to summon Hugin here. And we can start getting some draws, too. Okay, yeah, that's good for now. It's been longer than that for me. Branded and Sword Soul were top tier. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it? Alright, yeah. Hugin F. We can discard Cortesia. And yeah, we can add the Fountain. Do we need 3 Quim? I think 3 Quim is definitely ideal. I don't know if you super need it, but like, I think if you play less than 3, it is an unoptimal build. I don't know why you love Runic so much. This is the first time I've played Runic in, like, over 7 months. This is literally the first Runic deck I've played since the Echuria Runic, like, when Mole Cricket came out. I don't love Runic, honestly. Like, I think it's fine. I think I like Runic in concept more than I like actually playing the cards. I like Runic in concept because it enables a lot of really cool decks, like this one. But you have to admit you love it. I don't think you have to love something to think it's good for the game. I think the existence of Runic cards is good for the game, but I don't usually play... Again, this is the first Runic deck I've played in months. And it's mostly because it's a Synchro deck, too. What am I adding here? I think we can get... Druiswarm and force the seals, or pop whatever they summon. Yeah, exactly. Runic is just instant fusion turbo, and it's great. I love it. Do they have anything? Yeah, we can eat their Striker Dragon with this. Let's definitely establish the fountain. I kind of want to get rid of their back row, so let's actually start with Tip for destruction, and then we can draw 3 before we do this Druiswarm stuff. Okay. That could happen, too. I'll keep that game, why not? They'll bounce the field spell with seals. Oh, they could have done that. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, that would have been not ideal for us. Definitely not. Although, the field spell is not once per turn, as is very infamously known, right? And we had another Runic spell left over, so I think couldn't we have just activated the fountain again and just played our last Runic spell? If they'd bounced it with the seals, I think we would have been fine. Ooh, one win away from Diamond 4. Why not? Let's see if we can get it. Let's just see if we can rank up real quick with this deck. Twitch Master Duel community hates Runic and they will shame you for it. Duelist in the chat playing this. No, don't worry about that. Also, it's not just the Twitch Master Duel community. It's the Master Duel community, period. We turned off the tiding because we used our Bestial to eat their laundry out of the graveyard. Or not laundry. No, not laundry. Chamber. Laundry, the actual best dragon made. But no, yeah, lots of Master Duel players have scars from... Should I ash this? I'm gonna ash this. I mean, maybe I should have waited for Abscission. It's so weird. It's so, like, there's so many points where you could... The most optimal time to Ash Monodium is so dependent on their hand. But from a general standpoint, it's also just really dependent on which card they start with, too. But, okay, that ended up working out very well for us. Do we run a Ecclesia and Golden Sword Soul? You can. You can run Golden Sword Soul. I don't have it in mind, but I've seen builds with it. I mostly don't have it in mind because I don't know what to do with it yet. Because we literally just built this deck on stream. But this hand's not that good, isn't it? Can't we not do anything with this, really? Should probably just normal summon this and battle over their Rimheart. Are we just going to return to, like, 2003 Yu-Gi-Oh! With a hand like this? I think that's what we're doing. Fusion... Oh, no, yeah. We can fusion summon for Granganol here. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and then we can start summoning Bestials. I'm glad you're thinking. I don't always do that. This is the exact kind of hand we played Granganol for. We could make it with Saronir, even. And then set up a Lubellion in the yard. Draw off Garura. Yeah, we have Garura, right? I didn't take that out, did I? No, I didn't, thank God. Now we're gonna use Saronir. We will simply draw the Runic. I'll chain block Granganol, yeah. I think I value that more. Whenever I play Monodium, I always have a plan to pivot. It is definitely ideal to have that plan, but not all hands allow for it. And then yeah, we're gonna send this and draw a card. Oh my god, we drew the Runic card. Is it actually... This is do a lot here. Let's see. We can't normal summon the Tuner. I don't think Tip actually does anything here, though. Like, it's not a bad draw by any means, but... I told you. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Because, yeah, if we summon Hugin, that doesn't do anything. Summoning Jerry doesn't do anything. I think we summon... Actually... you know what? Okay. We're going to miss out on some damage by doing it this way. But I think the line is to battle over Rimheart and then banish it with Druiswarm. It makes it a lot harder for our opponent to have comebacks. It makes it harder for them to Vicious Astrolabe. Yeah, battle first. That's what I'm thinking about doing here. Pteranodon, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. All that fun stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Druiswarm no longer a quick effect, so again, we do miss out on the damage, but it's not like we're doing lethal anyway, so it's totally fine. Normal summon the Albert. Oh, because then it becomes Albaz. We could have had both. You're right. You're absolutely correct. That would have been the correct line. Call by. That's fine. You can't call by your own monster. Oh, they're just eating the Lubellion. That's also fine. I wasn't going to use it anyway. Would I have... I might have actually summoned it anyway here. For Beast. Mr. Beast! But it's fine. We'll just leave Druiswarm on the field. Why does he become Albaz? Because he took... This is... I think, isn't this Albaz's jewel that let him change into stuff? Isn't that why he becomes Albaz? Isn't this, like, what he wanted all along, too? I'm pretty sure that's why he becomes Albaz. Okay, so another question is, do I want a tip for interaction? I think the answer is actually, well, we have Ash Blossom. It's a 3-card hand that didn't really do anything last turn. No, I think we're fine here. I think we can pass. Master Duel Meta Discord. I mean, I've gotten good advice slash. Okay, the best way to use the Master Duel Meta Discord is to check the pins. If you're looking for like advice on how to play a deck, they actually are pretty good about pinning important stuff. Asking people is like super hit or miss in my experience. I'm gonna Ash Blossom whatever I'm sure they're gonna search a Rimheart. What's up, King of Paterson? I've had people help me on Master Duel Meta Discord before. Some people are just like... Again, there was that one time I went into the Mathmech channel right after Sakitama came out, and people were, like, being weird and dumb. Yeah. This is fine. I think I'm gonna negate the Reichphobia. Pronounced like Patterson. Got it. Okay. Brains along with Lab, Monodium, Vanquish, and Mathmech feel like safe picks. Yes, I would definitely say those are probably the best 5 decks of the current format. Yeah, Astral Access Devices, I agree. This deck very much lives or dies by that monster. Although, if they're not gonna go for it, like, I think I might just Ash this again. What do they have? I mean, they have a rival, right? They added a rival. Oh, but no, they can still a rival for Reichart for the Reichphobia, so we don't Ash Blossom here. Luluba Lilith? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if they could still make Lightheart, and yeah, they have the Arrival enhanced. They definitely still can. This feels like Ash Bait. Everything they've done up to this point feels like Ash Bait. Once the turn of card leaves the extra, you can make all monsters you control currently gain 500 attack, and then negate the effects of face-up card on the field until the end of this turn. Let's send this in defense mode. Sure. Oh, it switched over to Zelda music. Let me bring up my Final Fantasy playlist that I made. It's not like too many songs. What is it, 16? So it's not like terribly long, but I've been listening to a lot of Final Fantasy music while I edit videos lately. Normal Summon Meek. Or Special Summon Meek, rather. Oh, they already had the Vysis. That's not good. That's really not good. That's bad. That's really bad, actually. That's super bad. But... Oh, I think they did it in the wrong order. Wait, did they? Yes, they did it in the wrong order. Okay, so this is actually not that bad. Well, I mean, it's still definitely not ideal, but we at least get a use out of Ash Blossom now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are definitely people like that for sure. Where they're like, you really think that this is a good thing to do? Pff, okay. And it's just like, don't be that way. And it's funny because a lot of people, when you point out, like, hey, don't be that way, they're like, whoa, what? Did I hurt your feelings? And it's like, no, you're just being a fucking asshole. Like... Okay, so we can negate the effects of one face-up card on the field. I mean, yeah, we'll just negate the, Yeah, I'm definitely going to use this to negate the field spell search, right? Because then I won't be able to get... Because then they won't be able to pop one of my monsters. Yeah, I shouldn't have summoned this in defense mode. Negate the effects of a card on the field, yes. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't target, it just resolves. Yeah, I shouldn't have summoned this in defense mode, considering they do have the access to Scarab Claw cards. That's why I kind of hesitated. I was trying to figure out if there was a reason. I felt like there was, and it's like, duh, yeah. Getting the pop or whatever, but now they don't have the field spell, so. But they can still do things. They can still, like, Synchro Summon. Is it worth getting the New Year's Celebration bundle? I think it is. Like, Master Packs are the worst kind of pack, yes, but, I mean... They're only the worst pack in the sense that they give you completely random stuff, and if you have something specific in mind that you want to build, it's always better to pull from that secret pack. But, you know, it's good value. It's 2,000, I mean, essentially 2,000 gems for what is it? 30 Master Pack? Yeah, 30 Master Packs, which, that's a good deal. And also the cosmetics are cute. You definitely can't deny that. I very much like the deck box and the background art. Master Packs are only good if discounted, 100%. Absolutely 100% agree with that. If they're not discounted, you should always pull from a selection or secret pack. Because if you're pulling cards then you probably have something in mind that you want to get. And then, yeah, it's always better to have a shot of getting that. And if you don't have anything in mind that you want to get, then you probably shouldn't spend gems just because you're bored. Unless you can afford to, then I guess go for it. So I guess that's my advice. Only buy master packs if you're rich and bored. Oh yeah, I'm definitely dead here, but I'll let them play it out. Like, even if they don't have lethal on board this turn somehow, well, I don't know. It might not be it's terribly difficult to come back. It would super depend on what I top deck. Surprised you didn't tip for interruption. Yeah, it was greedy not to. I considered it, but ultimately decided to hang on to. Well, because here's the thing, too. I wonder, what did their hand get so good? Like, on their first turn, I Ash Blossomed Rimheart, and then they passed. They didn't have anything after that. So one of the reasons I didn't tip was because I figured I didn't need to. I already had Ash Blossom and Granganol and Druistorm, and I figured that was going to be enough. But then, I feel like their hand just got really good all of a sudden. Oh, they had Visas stuck in hand and no way to pop the rim because it's the same type and attribute. Yep, that makes sense. That's a place I've definitely been before. They drew the Peaceful... That's right, they also had the Peaceful Planet. The thought process behind keeping Tip was in case we just needed it on the follow-up turn. I mean, it was greedy. I'm not going to deny it wasn't greedy, but the music might be a little bit loud. I want to turn it down ever so slightly. Not off. There we go. They could have started right. Yeah, they would have had to have had a right card, I think. Alright, well, we cleared out some of our missions. And we got a lot of good replays. I think that's probably good enough for a video. Not for a stream, that's not what I mean, but this will end up being a YouTube video. Let's build some more decks. We talked a lot about Monodium. Let's build a Monodium deck. We could build Branded Synchro too. Although, don't you need 3 Cartesia for that? Monodium Sprite. Let me actually look at some Monodium lists here on Master Duel Meta. Oh, if we get all these Visas cards in the next set, that's gonna be so crazy. Also, Monodium is like the fourth most played deck on Master Duel Meta right now. That's also kind of crazy. Two is fine. Oh, 2 Cartesia. 2 to 3 is fine. 3 is inherently better or consistent. For Branded Synchro, that's cool. That's good to know. That is good to know. Okay. While we're waiting for that to load, because I don't know, I always say this, because it's always true. Master Duel Meta, that one site always takes forever to load for me. I don't know why. There's like 3 ways to search her. Makes sense. Super Heavy Samurais will change to most played this soon. I could definitely see that being the case. I still need to like do some research on that and figure out exactly what my Super Heavy Samurai build is going to look like. What variant? That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out right now, is what variant I'm going to make. I think I'm going to build 2 different... I'm gonna have 2 different builds. I want to have a more, like, quote-unquote standard Monodium build. I want to try a Zodiac build, though, because I haven't played Zodiac Monodium yet. I think we'll have some Bestial monsters and some Cashiera monsters in this build. I think we're going to try one of those, like, one of those styles of builds. Gold Pride. I know that's coming too. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good if we get Gold Pride. I'm super hoping. I am super duper hoping. Okay, let me do this, and then where's Twitch chat? Here it is. Beep. There we go. Maxilus Monodium is fun. You can fit Droplet Econ and go second. Oh yeah, I think you were. I think I remember you saying something about that. I'm using a Hero Lives. Gold Pride is gonna be sick with Terratop at 3. Oh, Terratop at 3. I have some ideas with that too, actually. One of the things that I was thinking about with Terratop being at 3, well, I didn't come up with this. This is something that I've seen, I think, in my YouTube comments. I'm trying to remember who said it, but like, using Terratop to go into Cherubni and set up an adventure line. That sounds like really, really cool. I feel like Terratop being at 3 opens up the adventure line for a lot of decks, because that doesn't use your normal summon, I'm pretty sure. Speedroids next. I might try out Speedroids if there are not too many URs. It looks like a fun deck. Excuse me. Prisma only feels good pre-R. Amritara. What is it? How do you say that card's name? Amritara. Amritara. I don't know. There are a lot of URs over Speedroids. Running a 50-card build of Monodium found it pretty fun. Get out my old Speedroids list. Okay, let's keep putting this deck together. Okay, Imaginings, I'll take that. Is that my glossy one? Yep. Abscission will play... looks like it's 50-50 whether people play 3 or 2. I'll start with 3, but I might cut one. Oh, is that all the Monodium cards? I think it is, yeah. So, Scareclaw. We definitely are going to play 3 of those. And 2 of these. Part of me wants to play Tryhard. Part of me wants to play Tryhard in a Monodium build. I think that'd be cute. I don't know if it's good, but I think it'd be cute. Oh, I think I'm going to make a Stardust Dragon for this Monodium build, too. I've been meaning to make Stardust Dragon for a minute, and... not only for cooking with Synchro decks, but Stardust is also definitely good in this deck, too. You should play that All Heart deck. All Heart, that's a really cute name for it. That's good. Do you think Monodium is worth it to build? I don't have any of the Visa stuff, but I have 2,000 UR and 1k gems. So... it is a very heavy investment to build Monodium, for sure, as far as UR craft points go. But Monodium is already, in my opinion, a tier 2 deck. Even if you don't think it's tier 2, it's hard to argue that it's not at the very least tier 3. But I think Monodium is a tier 2 deck. Like I said, it's the 4th most represented deck on Master Duel right now. And that's even before it gets all of its second wave support, or like before more Visa support comes out. Also, if you have any amount of interest in playing Scareclaw, building Monodium puts you like 2 tryhards away from also having Scareclaw. So there is that too. So yeah, I guess it's up to you. I think it's a good deck, but it is a very heavy investment to make. Ops, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I have Assault Mode Stardust. I plan on cooking with it at some point. It's a good card. Okay, let's see. We have those. Let's put in the Arrivals, and I don't think I might come back for Scareclaw. Oh, and then the Reichphobias, of course. I might come back for Scareclaw Kashtira. But for now, I'm just starting with, like, stuff I know that I'm always going to play, like Reinforcement of the Army. We have to pay our Master Duel tax, so let's do that. I think you play Crossout in this deck. Let's see. I would like to play some amount of Triple Tactics talent. We'll start with 3 and then we can cut one if we need to. Generally, this is something I like to do when I deck build. If I'm unsure whether I want to play how many copies of a card I want to play, if it's between like 2 or 3 or 1 and 2, I like to start with more copies, and then that way, if I'm coming up on like 40 cards and I want more space, I can just cut one of my excess copies if I really need to. Now, you do need to keep in mind how that affects your ratios and stuff, right? Like, I mentioned for Triple Tactics talent that I'll put in 3, but I could find myself cutting 1 very, very easily. The same is kind of true with Obsession. I mentioned it for that as well, but I would probably almost always cut a Triple Tac before I cut an Obsession, I think. Yeah, I like to... It's actually a good way to build decks in general. One way I do it sometimes is I won't just stop at 40. I'll build a deck out to like 45 cards or something like that, and then I'll take out whatever I think are the 5 worst cards, and then have it, you know, then I have a 40 card deck. Fenrir post ban list is... I was kind of thinking the same thing. What are other cards we like always play? I think this is everything we... Well, for the main deck at least, this is everything we like pretty much always play. Let's do some of the extra deck while I'm thinking about it. Oops, not 3. I like how you type in vicious and you get all these fucking vanilla monsters for their flavor text. This card is not treated as a cyber card. Oh, if I can spell. This one and this one. Scary monsters. Gamir? I don't have one. It's not a bad card at all for this deck, but alas, I do not own one. But we're always playing... We don't even necessarily always play the Stardust. I'm just putting it in here because I think I'm going to end up adding it, but... We always play Baron, we always play Chaos Angel, we always play Cross Sheep. We always play Dissipator. Oh, where is it? Pater. Well, we always play Appaloosa. We always play Elf. Okay, and then I think we play Access Code enough of the time. Okay, so this is like the... With the exception of possibly the 3rd Triple Tax, the 3rd Abscission, and Stardust Dragon, I think this is everything you, like, pretty much always play in Menadium. We got the Maxies and the Ash Blossoms, of course, with the call buys for the Master Duel Tax. Crossout is not... I don't consider this a staple in, like, every deck, but we're weak enough to Maxi that I like having, like, one more card that can out it, so... Oh, and Vises. That is a very important one, isn't it? Alright, now this is every card you pretty much always play. I think I'm actually immediately going to take out a Talents. I only want to play 2. But I definitely do want to play 2. This card is very, very good. How could we forget the main character? I know, right? Yeah, we got our Meeks. We got... I like 3 right card. It's a good starter. Rim, Vises, same. 3 Vises, very, very good. Going for talents rather than a thrust package? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like, we don't have a good normal trap card to get, so that immediately makes me not want to play thrust. But also, like, while we do have a lot of normal spells, talent, like, having access to this card on turn 1 is very, very good. Here's the thing about thrust, right? As opposed to playing just multiple copies of talent. I don't think thrust is as much of a staple as people say, like, necessarily say it is. I think you do need to have a good normal trap card that is not infinite impermanence to set on turn 1. Like, when people think about thrust, I notice that everyone focuses on adding spell cards, but I think we do need to also think about using this card on turn 1. And when it comes to turn 1, I think talent is far, far better than thrust. again, it can be very deck dependent. But for a deck like this, like where we would just set, what, Imperm? Like, I don't like using this card on turn 1 in this style of deck. Now, if we were playing something like Tri-Brigade, that is a kind of deck where we have a very, very powerful normal trap card to set. There's also some cases, like, where getting a spell card is so good that makes the thrust end up being worth it. So, for example, like Sky Striker, decks with Grass. Branded, you could make an argument for as well with Branded Fusion. Like, getting their normal spell card is so important that having Thrust just for that is enough. But for a deck like this, it's like, what am I going to add? Like Rhoda, Arrival, Abscission. It's like, you know, those are good cards. We definitely want them. But the idea of playing Thrust to add them is a little like, you know? Like, we're already going to search out. Like, Imaginings isn't a card that we even, like, need. And as far as, like, Arrival and Abscission, we can already search those out very easily. So, I think it super depends on the deck as to whether or not you actually play the Thrust. Yeah, I mean, you could text something like D-Barrier or Daruma or Evenly Matched for Thrust, but, like, I think that's also very deck dependent, and I think Monodium is a deck where we don't have the main deck space to be able to, like, yeah, I just don't think we have the main deck space to do something like that. Also, like, generally speaking, oh my god, I love this song. Sorry, this Coin of Fate from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, generally speaking, like, I don't think adding, I don't know, because I consider a card like that in a deck like Monodium, a card like D-Barrier or Karma Cannon, I would call that a brick. Like, I think that is a bricky card to add to the deck. So, like, adding a bricky card to make Thrust, quote-unquote, more worth it is, like, I feel like we're planning for really weird situations at that point. Especially on Master Duel Ladder, where I think consistency is, like, overall the best thing that you can be doing, right? I think that if your deck is consistent, then you're gonna win, like, over 50... Like, that's the thing, too. We don't need to be winning every single game. This is actually a topic that I still want to make a video about at some point. I just need to, like, get my thoughts more cohesively, like, together about it, but... Random tech cards aren't worth it, sadly. Your whole hand counts. Yeah, I agree. Especially for a deck like this. I think that is, like, especially true. Yeah. Okay, so 2 cards left in the extra, 4 left for the main. We could play Kashtira's, we could play Bestials. We could play neither and just play more, like... Well, we could play, like, a Pearl Rhino if we want more access to Visas. It's actually not an awful idea, frankly. Econ, baby! I don't think you need access code. We might take access code out. I'm not married to it. Oh, you know what? I think we do need Shenyang, though. I think that's more important than access code. But access code might go in anyway, honestly. What's up, Leo? Tier field? Yeah, I agree. That's definitely not a bad consideration. Just, like, having a 4th... Oh, hang on. Having a 4th Visus is never bad. Like, you always want this card. You always want to see this card in this deck. Only plays into Joel, and Joel is going to get worse. That is also very true. I mean, we could also, like... We could also just, like, play Joel for the crossout, too. I mean, we also have the call by. Also, Allery and IPTV 4K seller, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Do I want IP if we have Elf? We don't have to have IP with Elf, but I like it. We could play Nightmare Unicorn. We could play Access Code. I like the Stardust. I want to play the Stardust because I want to make this card anyway. And this plays well around Nibiru. Elf is for the target protection in certain inboards. Yeah, you don't always have to have the the IP to go with the elf there. I think the argument of this playing into Duel is actually a valid one. So now we're back at 4 slots open. I don't know, like, the thing about Fenrir into Scareclaw Cache is, like, how good is even the Scareclaw Cache in this deck? I've never, like, used it super duper well, to be totally honest. Scareclaw Cache is great. Yeah, it could just be me not using it very well, but, like, for me, I have a hard time, like, okay. Like, yeah, going into a Scareclaw line off of a Fenrir is always very awkward. Like, because in order to, like, if you don't have access to a Scareclaw monster, I guess that is the... Well, yeah, okay, it can be a starter in an emergency. That's where I have a hard time using Scareclaw Cache, actually. Because, like, you special Fenrir, activate Fenrir, add Scareclaw Cache. But if you don't have another Scareclaw card, you have to get the Fenrir into the graveyard. But the only way to really do that is linking it. But then if you link it, you can't summon Lightheart and search Microbia. So yeah, so I guess you would have to have Vysis, right? Vysis is easy scare lines. You can banish the Arrival. You banish the Arrival? Okay, so yeah. I guess I was thinking more of a scenario where you only open Fenrir. You can't really pivot into going into a Scareclaw line that way. So, I don't know then. Do we play Fenrir, Scareclaw Cache, and Raidsoft then? Is that worth? I mean, Fenrir is still a good card even if we only have one of it. I spelled that right, didn't I? Yeah. Play a few games, test out a different version. We could always do that, yeah. We could also do something like this, and then add a couple of Bestial monsters. This seems like a very standard Monadium deck, which is what I'm going for with this particular build. But I also want to put together the Zodiac build, too. That's what Vysis Samsara makes the new pack. Comes with the new pack to make things easier. Why Stardust? Stardust plays well around Nibiru, from what I understand. Because, like, you contribute the Excel Synchro Stardust, and then you'll have your Stardust at the end of the chain link. We still need to play a couple more extra deck cards to fill it out, but the more popular ones are... Can you add a Barrage? We're gonna do, like, we're gonna make that build separately. That's gonna be a separate build. But yes, you can definitely do that. Let's see. We could do Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code, IP, Tribute Excel, make Baron and Stardust as unaffected bodies, or just Baron or their level 10 synchro. Yep, that's the line. Toadette's got it. You don't need Stardust. This is definitely not mandatory at all, by any means. But again, I wanna cook with this anyway, off the Excel, with like Assault Synchron. So it's like I might as well play it. It is played in the majority of Monadium builds on Master Duel meta. To be fair, here it says 63%, but you definitely do not. It is not required. Or make Dissipator summon Astrolabe combo from there by bringing back Vysis. Ever Royal Stardust I don't really use enough. Oh yeah, that's definitely a reason to use it. Let's see. Let me look at some lists here for inspiration. Oh yeah, there's also the branded Monadium build, which is really cute. Dark, Goddess, those are also considerations. Oh, here's a Zodiac build. Let me pop that into a new tab and look at that in a moment here. Access Code, Goddess. Gamir, which we don't have. IP. Let's see. Okay, okay, so with these last 2 extra deck slots, I feel like we could potentially use them to round out some of the weaknesses of this deck. So what does Monadium have the hardest time doing? If we're thinking about stuff like Access Code, that would be if we think Monadium has a hard time finishing. If we're thinking about, like, IP, And Goddess, that would be if we want towers outs. If we want something like Dark, that would be a more situational extender against certain decks, / if we get disrupted. Using Nightmare Unicorn, Dark, and Access Code. Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code, I think if I play Access Code, I would want to play Nightmare Unicorn and have those two together. Baguska, also an option, definitely. Good backup plan if you get, like, Shifted or Seed. Monodium Prime Heart has a hard time for having good reason to summon its archetype's boss monster. Yeah, it's just, you know, the thing about Prime Heart that's unfortunate is that Prime Heart, the reason we don't play this card, for those who might not know, the reason you don't play this card in Monodium is mainly just because its effect is just very lackluster, right? Like, it is good for attacking a lot, especially because it has, like, the target protection, but if you think about it, this is just a situational way to OTK, and our main line already puts out, like, 8k damage on the board. So, like, if the opponent has an open board state, like, no monsters in play, which is where Monodium Prime Heart is going to be able to OTK, our plays can already do that anyway, so... Can you suggest a meme card? What is your meme card suggestion? But yeah, no, this card is very capable of getting wins. It's not a bad card by any means. It's just that there are a lot of better things to play. If Monodium's extra deck was like 20 cards deep, then I'd probably consider playing Prime Heart. But Stardust Mirage? Which one is that? Hang on, let me look it up. If you control a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro monster, special summon as many monsters as possible from your graveyard that were destroyed and sent to your graveyard by battle or by an opponent's card effect this turn. This is cute. It is a meme card for sure. Oh, I see the Prime Heart. I see it's the meme. Should I dust Prime Heart? I mean, I don't know. If you don't super need the dust, then it's like you might as well hang on to it, right? Like, you can definitely play it in the extra deck. It's not awful, but I guess it just depends. Thrust target. It is a thrust target. Stardust Mirage is, if nothing else, a thrust target. Let's see. What do I want? What do I want in this extra deck? There's so many different things you can play. I think I might do Nightmare Unicorn Access Code and just try that out for the time being. Alright, let's make it a Stardust. It might be Royal. This could be a Royal. Oh, I would love a Royal Stardust here. Nope. Not even Galassi, but that's fine. Goddess. Underworld Goddess is definitely a consideration too. I think, actually, okay, if I think about it this way, it's either IP Goddess or Nightmare Unicorn Access Code Talker. I've tested it with IP Goddess in the past, and, like, that's been fine, but I think I'll try it with Nightmare Unicorn Access Code moving forward. I could definitely see a world where I want to play IP Goddess. Just play them all. We could play them all. It would involve taking out Sheng Yang and the Stardust. Stardust, like I said, I want to try. And I think this card is too good to drop, honestly. I think this card is definitely just too good to drop. We'll keep it like this for the time being, but I can 100% see a world where I end up dropping these for IP and Goddess there. Blah, blah, blah. Here it is. I've been using the Slifer board a lot. I'm going back to the Ghost Trick board lately. Main character. I'll just do those two. Okay, let's do the Zodiac build next. Sheng Yang and reframing synergy is perfect. Yeah, definitely very good. Main outs to towers or Astrolad beating over things and Scareclaw cash in some scenarios. Yee. Plus, like, there's definitely less Pearly. I think there's less Towers monsters running around. Like, Pearly is, especially post-ban list, not going to be, like, too much of a thing. Okay. This is a top 16. Oh, this is the top 16 list from last week's Meta Weekly. And they have notes about it. This is Scareclaw Cache. Let's see what they have to say. I can also just throw the link here so you can see the list I'm looking at. Yeah, this is the list I'm looking at for Zodiac Scare Cache right now. Notes say, best deck, you need to play OG Stardust to dodge Nibiru. Yep, with Assault Synchro Stardust. I lost to Nibiru exactly 0 times during my climb to Master 1 and Duelist Cup level max. If we open combo, there's a very small chance they break our board. If I had to cut a card, it'd be reframing. It's probably quote-unquote win more, but it's nice to search and you already got everything you need. I agree. Deck is also insane going second. Can easily OTK thanks to Vicious Astrolabe. Also agree. Okay, so. Did not necessarily tell me anything I didn't already know, but always good to read the notes there for sure. Let me see this list here. I mean, yeah, it's playing everything that I was kind of playing in the other build. You won't be win more post-ban list. Oh yeah, the reframing? Yeah, definitely not. Since you get to search it 90% of the time. For sure. I might actually just, like, this list looks really solid. I might just, like, lift it. Except that it plays 2 Fenrir, so I would drop 1 for, like, a 3rd Vysis or a 3rd Rykart. Nat decking. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this list and there's not a lot I would change from it. So let's just start net decking. I don't know why I said it like that. It's not like I don't know. I used to care about net decking and then I turned 13. Like, that's legit how I feel about it. We're playing 3 of those. We love net decking. Net decking is only net decking if you would have never built it similarly. That's like, it's funny because that's kind of the like mindset I have with looking at this build. I'm like, it's playing the 2 triple tack, which I wanted to play. It's playing the little cashier package, which I still want to play with the Zodiac stuff. It's playing everything I want to play, so yeah, we'll just use the build. Don't have the auto import? I don't actually. That's right. I always forget it's a thing you can set up. But it's all good. Playing this. We're playing 2 of these, I think? Yeah. Okay, Scareclaw. Scareclaw. Oh wait, I didn't say it right. I thought I said it wrong for some reason. We'll start with 2 of those. But I might end up putting in more. What's up, King Silverwing? Hand health is important. Exactly, we're exercising our hand. Like spending an hour to be able to suboptimal. Whoa, whoa! What does that comment mean? Nothing like building. It's nothing like spending an hour to build a suboptimal deck in order to impress some strawmen on principle. I'm building these decks because I want to try them. Playing the archetypal cards in the archetypal deck. Alright, let's play some Zodiac cards. This build's playing 2 Barrage. That's probably fine. And then, yeah, we play 1 of each of you. And you. And you. And I think that's actually all the Zodiac stuff we play. I don't know the lines for this build, so I definitely have to practice these, which I'll probably just do off screen. Ooh, this is one of my favorite songs from 10. It's one of the ones you hear the least, too. I assume they meant anti-net decking is counterintuitive to applying good. Oh, yeah, yep. It's hard to, Yeah, sometimes it's hard to read sarcasm. Yeah, definitely. No, you're good. I always like to, like, sometimes the joke gets a little disjointed when there's like stuff in between it in chat. So that's my fault for not picking up on it. No, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, it's like I remember when I started getting back into Master Duel and I saw people, mostly on like the subreddit, complaining about net decking. I was like, are we on like a Pojo forum from 2006? Like, I can't believe people at this day and age are still complaining about net decking. I just figured, like, I had assumed incorrectly that as a community we just kind of like moved past that, but I suppose not. You're never gonna fully. You're always gonna have certain people, like a certain vocal minority. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Ready for framing, right? Yep. Oh, can't forget. Good old Visus. I'm gonna play a third copy, I think. I think you want to see this card pretty much more than anything else, but I want to play a third right card too. I also wouldn't mind playing a third Barrage. Let's fill up this list and then... Oh, Fenrir? We haven't won Fenrir yet. Maybe we can cut these two in this deck, because they're not... Oh, no, they are playing Raid South. Okay. And then what else am I missing? One more card. What? It's one card. I always hate when there's one card missing. Is it Crossout? No, I put in Crossout, didn't I? Yeah, it's right here. Not Rat. Oh, we could play Rat. Well, actually, we don't have another Zodiac. Oh, but we could send our extra Barrage that way, right? Because it's a Zodiac card. Yeah. No, I like that. If we're only, especially if we're playing 2 Barrage, because then if you draw a Barrage, you can summon a Rat and bin your leftover Barrage. Can't wait to not be able to Magic Cylinder Monody and Prime Heart, the 2-player structure deck that's coming out. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, to be fair, that is a decent interaction to kind of show new players that, like, hey, this is why targeting protection is good. But like, yeah, I saw that reveal from the new starter deck when it was like, it contains Eldritch and Dark Magician and Sparkman and Swords Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder. It's just like, oh, okay. I mean, I get that's a starter deck, but like, why Elemental Hero Sparkman? Dark Magician I at least understand for like nostalgia bait, but like, why Sparkman? And Zeus! Yep, and Zeus too. Okay, what is the one card I'm missing? That is really bothering me. Okay, 3 Maxi, we have those. 3 Meek, we have those. 3 Ash Blossom, we have those. Thoroughblade, we have Rat Pierre instead. 2 Rykart, yep. 3 Rimheart, yep. Visus. Oh, we're missing 2 cards, so I'm playing 3 Visus. Fenrir. Scarecash. Rhoda. Oh, the Arrivals. I'm missing these Scareclaw Arrivals. There we go. So, I mean, that's 40 cards right there. Just dropping the Fenrir for the 3rd Visus. I would not mind a 3rd Rykart, but I also just really like this list. I'm going to keep this. I wonder if 3rd Rykart is better than 3rd Visus. Oh, you think the Arrival adding this to, yeah. Huh, what do you think is better? Do you think 3rd Visus is better than 3rd Rykart? Because, like, Rykart is at least something by itself. Visus, like, kind of needs something else to be good, but... Let me fill out the rest of the extra deck while I think about it. I'm kind of leaning towards bringing the 3rd Rykart over the 3rd Visus, honestly. Although I would like to play both. We could also, like, try to cut a card and just play the 3rd of each. But they're the main character. 3 Reich. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that. Chaos Angle. Pater. Zodiacs we already have in there. Zeus. That's another cool thing about this build. You get to play Zeus. That's not how you spell cross, silly. Oh, Dunk Master Echo. I missed your follow. That was like 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully you're still here. Thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Ram instead of Wrap here for the imperm protection. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I think that's probably better than binning the leftover barrage. 2 Rim, 3 Visus. I don't know. I think Rim. I feel like you always need 3 Rim, don't you? Like, I feel like between Reich, Rim, and Visus, I feel like Rim is the most important one to have at 3. Funny secret 10 I run is Gamir. She makes boards resilient. All you need to do is use Meek. Yee, I don't have a Gamir, but I have definitely considered it before. Oh, Appaloosa. Oh, and the Astrolauds. Okay, so what we're thinking about Ram instead of Rapier for imperm protection. I feel like that is better than sending the leftover barrage. I guess the idea behind Thoroughblade... What is the idea behind Thoroughblade? To have, like, 1600 attack, I guess? I think I am going to play a 3rd right card instead of a 3rd Visus. If you draw the other barrage, you pitch and draw one. I guess that's the idea behind Thoroughblade, and... Although, if you're gonna try to use the other barrage, like, just try to get rid of it, I like your idea of Rapier more, but I think better than both of those is probably the imperm protection. Okay, that's looking pretty good. What should we build next? Let's go, like... You, and you. Sure. Let's just like throw together a math mech list real quick just so we can have it. Again, I probably should have deleted my math mech list just because I don't think it's gonna really change at all, but nope, not division. I thought that was multiplication. Here's multiplication. Branded sounds cool. We could try throwing together a branded list. That one I like am just a little less certain on, just because like I feel like that one I might just want to do more of my own research on before I put it together. I copied your Math Mech deck about 4 hours ago. I have my Math Mech deck profile for this season is coming out tomorrow too. My barrage luck has been absolute dog poop. I had better luck with Monodium branded packs. All. My luck with that pack was kind of... It was average. I think it was just about average, yeah. I think I pulled the second Dryden and I pulled like 1 barrage and I had to craft the other 2 or something like that. I can't believe this deck also still has 3 circular. It's insane. We're doing the Firewall engine. I'm still a fan of that one. Including Singularity. Oh, you know what? I have them over here. Oh, we definitely played this too, by the way. Pretty sure I have Small World in here too. Yep, there it is. I always forget about this. This tab is very nice. We always play that. Okay. Sprite Engine. Yeah, I of course I have the Sprite Engine bookmarked. Yeah, this is like, yeah, that's kind of the idea of the stream is... Because I do this at the start of every, like, major ban list update, or, like, if a new pack is coming out or something. I like to do this anyway, just sit down and, like, completely rebuild all my decks. I think it's fun. I love deck building. It's one of my favorite things about the game. Let's see. Is there anything I'm forgetting? As far as, like... As always ever, I'm going to start off with everything I think you have to play. Throwing an asterisk here, have to play for the Firewall build in particular. Like, if it was everything Mathmech has to play, I could take out the Firewall cards, and I guess that'd pretty much be it. Oh, Celeste's theme from Final Fantasy VI. I fucking love this song. Oh, Dotscaper. I knew I was reading something. Okay. And then, yeah, extra deck stuff. Of course, we want Splash Mage. Oops, if I can spell Splash correctly. I mean, the extra deck is always going to be the same. I think it's going to be the same, like, 15 cards, honestly. Ling, Garibo, yep. Cyber's Decoder, or Link Decoder. Update Jammer, for sure. G Golem, Crystal Heart. Heat Soul. Oh, I already have Terahertz. And Aggregator. Ever thought of playing 2 Splash Mages? I have. I've considered it in the past, but nowadays there's too little extra deck space. If I wasn't playing Singularity, then you could consider a second Splash Mage, you could consider a second Alimbertion. You could even consider a second access code if you really wanted to, but probably not anymore. Like, pre-Firewall stuff, like pre-D-Save Worm, then you would definitely have room for multiple Splash Mages and access codes. I think if you play multiple Splash Mages, it also makes multiple access codes better, but... With current Mathmech where it's at in Master Duel right now, I don't think we have the extra deck space to play a second Splash Mage, and I probably would just play a second Alimbertion over it anyway. I think that comes up more often than Splash Mage number 2 is Alimbertion number 2. Well, it's debatable. No, I don't know. In my experience, this one tends to come up more often. Also, another thing I would probably play over a second Splash Mage is a Link Spider. I'd probably even play a Link Spider over a second Alimbertion, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, Link Spider just completely makes Nibiru a like, non-issue. Well, not like a complete non-issue. There are still certain times where it can screw you over, and it's obviously more annoying when they have it, but that's supposed to when they don't. Okay, so... This is everything, I think, for a Firewall build you have to play in the main deck. And if you're not playing a Firewall build, you could just cut the Defensors and Guardian, and then you have 30 cards that you always have to play. I'm definitely going to play 2 Ghost spells. I really would like to play a third, or maybe even test a third at some point. But I'm also going to play a second Veiler. This has come up for me quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but every now and then, like, if you draw Veiler, then you don't have it as a Small World Bridge, and that can be a little awkward. I'll play at least 1 Imperm for additional negation, and also, why not, as a cross-out target. What else was I playing in my most recent build? What were my oh, my last 2 cards were talents, right? Which I definitely want to keep. Yeah, okay, so my Mathmech build ended up being exactly the same. I just love Triple Tactics Talent. I think it's such a good card. This is a deck where Thrust is a little bit more defensible because you can set Super Factorial with it, but we can also set Super Factorial as part of our main combo line, so... Also, this is one of those decks where it's like, we have a lot of main deck space. We have a lot better things that we can be playing than Thrust. Put all the branded stuff in. I should probably name it before I save it. But here's the thing, too. Even if I am, like, in this mode where I'm, like, rebuilding decks, and I land on the literal exact same list I had when I deleted the deck to build it anew, that's completely fine. I'm not upset about that. Because that means I have a solid list that I am very consistently satisfied with, and that's definitely a good thing, so... Yeah, like I said, I'm not at all sad to see us land on the same Mathmech list here. Not even a little bit. No Droll. Droll, the lack thereof, is definitely one of the more noticeable things about this build. And that is, like... That is the main thing I'm, like... kind of considering those last 2 slots for. Like, if you wanted to play 2 Droll over 2 Talent, I don't think that's wrong at all. But I think Talent, I don't know. I think it might be better than Droll. Well, it's okay. It's hard to say it's better than Droll because the cards do very different things. But I think Mathmech might be a deck that wants Talent more often than Droll. Mathmech has a hard time getting Max Seed, but Droll doesn't really help Mathmech when you get Max Seed. Because here's the thing about Mathmech, they only do 2 searches, right? The Circular Search and the Allenbertian Search. But your opponent's gonna Max Seed you, like, before you do those searches, so... What about Adding making another one? Did I miss that too? I've not played Adding yet lately. I should put that list together. I need to practice with that deck, though. Because I, like, still don't know the combo lines. Like, I mean, I made the video with I Wish I Was Dead. I just need to watch that, like, and listen to him over and over again, really, is what I need to do. What is this song? Oh, it's playing songs from 13, too. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to switch over to... this playlist. We'll start with this song. And throw it on shuffle. There we go. Yeah, Superface Samurais get hit hard with Droll, for sure. So maybe once those come out, we'll, like... Then there'll be more of a reason to play Droll over Talent. But I'll stick with this build for the time being. I'll do like you and you. Oh, you know what? Definitely want to play some Scareclaw. Let's put together a Scareclaw list. Oops, if I can type here. How do you play around Droll? Super depends on the deck. It's very, very much depends on the deck you're playing. Some decks can play around it. Other decks have like a much more difficult time. Ah, it's my favorite Mario 64 song. Any world this song plays in is one of my favorite worlds in that game. Hazy Maze Cave, yep. I said this last time the song came up on a stream. But Hazy Maze Cave and Wet Dry World are my favorite worlds in Mario 64. Gold Pride will be worse because people will play Joel. Yeah, we'll see. I don't necessarily think the existence of Joel makes a deck like Gold Pride worse. Like, that's the thing, right? That's something that people said a lot about Monadium as it was coming out, is like, oh, Monadium is going to be so bad in Master Duel because people play Maxi and Joel. And it's like, well, yeah, but like Dragon Link is still good even though people play Maxi and Joel, you know? Like, like Halcyon Turbo was still good even though people played Maxi and Joel. See the video for a Sprite Monadium list? Yeah, I should check that out sometime. Just Sprite Monodium in general. Have you played or listened to Final? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 16, actually. I kept myself spoiler free as it was coming out because I thought about getting it, but like, you know, things just kind of fall to the wayside. I still need to finish 15. I mean, I barely started 15. Seems like a deck you would make. What, Sprite Monodium? Yeah. Definitely, for sure. Okay, Scareclaw. I want to put together a Scareclaw list. So in my most recent iteration that I tested, I was playing like 3 of each of these, and I like that a lot. I like opening a million Scareclaw monsters. It's pretty darn good. No, wait, let's play the glossy Scarecash. That's a follow from Docky Bun. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Meek is a 2. Surely you can use it afterwards. So to get FF16. Or, well, you said FF6, but I assume you mean 16. FF6, though. I've been thinking about that game a lot lately. Because I've been listening to the soundtrack. Summoning the whole gang against... Yeah, like, every game I played against Zeke, I opened, like, 2 or 3 Scareclaw monsters. It was kind of wild. Like, you definitely don't have to play 3 of each of these, but, like... Again, my experience playing 3 of each of these, that you just always open a million of them, which is not bad going first or second. This is just Scareclaw, yeah. Good old-fashioned Scareclaw. We'll play 2 of these. We'll play... Oh, I love this song. We'll play 1 of these. Playing those. Straddle and Defang are both very interesting. And definitely not bad. I'm not going to put them in just yet, but I've considered playing... Like, trying those cards out, too. Oh, you do mean 6. You've played 1 through 5 and haven't gotten around it. Wow, you're actually playing them in order. That's awesome. I've never played 1 or 2, like, at all. 3, I had the DS version when I was younger, and it was fun. 4 is great. I love 4. 5, I've only played for, like, an hour. I need to play 5. 5 seems so good. 6 is phenomenal. Adventure Engine, I've thought about testing that. We should actually test that in this build, because I haven't tried that yet. Let me get all of the cards that I want to have for, like, Scareclaw itself. We're definitely going to play Fenrir. It's not Fenrir. Fenrir. And Raitsoth, yep. Pay the Master Duel tax, for sure. I'll play a Nib in this deck, yeah. Nib's pretty good. Gishki Sprite considering Gust Kraken. That is an interesting tech. For Gishki Sprite. I haven't considered that before. Last time I played Gust Krakens was in the Ritual event. Just hand ripping. Let's see. Yeah, Scareclaw is also one of those decks that's like super wide open as far as what you can put in it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I want to try the Adventure Engine, so let's put that in. Beep, 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 beep. You and you. Oh, they do. I just always forget. There is an option to do that, though. You can make it. You can make bookmarks. Holding off on 6 is a combination of choice paralysis between the myriad of ports, being wary of a couple of guide dignity parts, and also builds and general procrastination. 6 super matters which version you play. Yeah, 6 100% matters which version. Because, like, the Super Nintendo version, there are reasons to play it. It has its charms. But something to know, and this isn't spoilery, this is just a very technical thing to know about the Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy VI, is that it has a few major bugs. The most notable and impactful of which is that evade is bugged in that game, as in it doesn't work. There is no evading physical attacks in Final Fantasy VI. The evasion status does nothing. Similarly, I think the blind status doesn't do anything because you always hit anyway. Magic block is its own stat, and that works. That's its own percent scaled stat. But like, yeah, if you're playing the Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy VI and you get equipment that boosts your evade, that literally doesn't do anything because evade is bugged and doesn't work in that game. There are a couple of other game-breaking bugs in that game too, that mostly involve using if you use the wrong attack on the wrong monster, it can break your game. Like if you use the sketch ability on something that has vanish, I think that breaks your game. There are ways you can kill certain monsters that make them not drop really important things they're supposed to drop. Like using X zone on certain enemies will, like certain bosses will make them not drop, like, yeah, whatever rare loot they're supposed to have. Or at least there's one instance in particular I know of that. Final Fantasy VI is like, there's a lot to like about it, but like, yeah, the Super Nintendo version, there's a lot wrong with it too. So, yeah. But it's still a great game. It's a phenomenal game. Like, I'm not dissing that game at all. It's very, very good. Okay, let's keep building the Scareclaw deck. Before this turns into just a Final Fantasy stream. Oh, I was about to consider if I wanted to play Foolish Burial to access the Enchantress more often. Illegal Night? Card is cute, but like, we're probably not going to play it here, unfortunately. I think this is fine for the adventure engine. I don't think we need to play Foolish necessarily. And then we have 4 slots open for some like disruption / staples. We could play like, oh, we don't have imperms yet. We'll play like Joels and imperms in those last slots. Something like that. That looks good, right? A Hex-like stream gets massively sidetracked. Heaven forbid. That's good. That's good. The BA... Oh my god. Wait, we can, because we play level 3s. Wait a second. Cherubni. You can actually make this in this deck. Is that worth it, though? Is there a line in this deck where you can Cherubni for the adventure line and still end on Tryhard? I wonder if there is. Like, okay. If I open the 2 3s and go for a Cherubni, that dumps the Water Enchantress to add them right, to summon the token, to go for this, to get out the Griffin. You would need 2 other monsters to then go into the Tryhard. Well, okay. Well, no. Okay, let me back up for a second. What if we... Okay, so if you open 2 Scareclaws, you use the first one. Okay, let me build out the extra deck and let's just test this line. How about we do it that way? Oh, and then, yeah, the Cherub. We're going to try that. Maybe we can cook with this. Hang on a second. Baron, De Fleur. Zeus will play some amount of Xyz monsters, I'm sure. Like you can play Fortune Tune. Goddess. We could play Access Code. Play Nightmare Unicorn. Oh, we could play Astroloud. We can't make Baron? Yeah, we can. Beep. Beep. Although, I will say... we should probably play one Vysis. let's take that a Duel for it, and then we can play Astrolabe in the extra deck too. Baguska's not bad. Well, we don't really have multiple 4s though. Right cards are only 4 is the only problem with that. I guess there's like the token, but you can't overlay with the token. Talking about the main character. Is Vyzus not the main character? Is that not what we've been calling the main character the whole time? One more card for the extra deck. Create an Xyz monster. We could just do like a Rise Heart. Okay, I just want to try out Cherubni real quick. Let me, hang on. I just want to try out this line real fast. I want to see if this goes anywhere. No, not create new. Change, Scareclaw, here we go. I do have that solo mode mission, but I mostly just want to see, like, how this pans out. Because Cherubni needs 2 level 3s, doesn't it? Okay, well, I don't think we'd get there on a hand. Well, actually, hang on. Okay, if I went, like... But we can't put this in the... Well, we already have Reichphobia with this hand, but I was going to say, if we play Cherubni, we can't put this in the EMZ is the thing. But yeah, because if we... here, I already have an Acra, right? Yeah, we add an Astra. So it'd be something like this. F, to dump you. Oh yeah, and then boost. I always forget there's an actual that there's an effect to that. The dumping is the cost for some reason. 6 greedy. Thank you for the follow. Is there a deck you recommend starting out this game? It super depends on what you might be interested in playing. You left before Links and Pendulums. Like, I would definitely recommend playing a deck with Links to get the handle of it. Like, if you're looking at the structure decks in particular, Blackwing is a good one to pick up. Salamangreat. The Salamangreat deck is decent. It'll get more support in the future. And I think Salamangreat is a great deck to play to learn about Link summoning. Like, just playing that deck in solo mode to get the gems, like, that'll teach you a lot about Link summoning. So, yeah, if you're looking outside of structure deck options, Sword Soul is a very, very good competitive deck for people who are just getting, like, back into the game or getting into the game competitively for the first time, because it is easy to learn, but still, like, it's an easy deck to learn, but it also still has a good skill ceiling, which means, like, it's a deck you can get better at. It's not like just, you know, it does one thing ever, right? Like, the more you play Sword Soul, the better. I mean, it's true of any deck, the better you'll get at it, but Sword Soul has a lot of skill expression behind it, so that's not a bad option either. Okay. So then we would add this and send you and activate. Yeah, but even if we even if we have one extender, that's still not enough to pivot into Triheart with the Cherubni, because Triheart might be a Link 3, but it also requires 3 effect monsters, which means you would still need something else. Traptrix is quite expensive, yes. It's don't know how much it can be. Oh, I see. Don't know how much it can be easily made. Also, like, back row decks are very, like, the thing that's also nice about something like Sword Soul is that it is a bit of a combo deck, but it also has some controlling aspects about it. I wouldn't call it a control deck, but like, you know, using the Blackout and your Disrupts and the Protos, you know, wisely. Like, I don't know if I would recommend like a style of like a super heavy combo deck for a new player, nor do I think I would necessarily recommend a super heavy back row based deck. I think Sword Soul is a good middle of the road option. Also, Koisha 2, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know about Shrubney in Scareclaw. I think you would need like 4 extenders in hand for it to be worth it. Which is a lot to ask. Yeah, I'm not saying Trap Tricks can't ever be a good starting point, but generally speaking, for most people, I don't think I would recommend it. It's not a... Yeah. Maybe another Xyz monster to go into Zeus. Maybe another rank 3. We could do like the Cicada and like the Downerd or something. But dropping like maybe one of these or something. Well, no, we always play these two, I think. Break Sword? I think it's a meh rank 3, honestly. I think if I was going to play another random rank 3, it would be the Cicada. This one. Number 3 Cicada King. But if I'm going to play this, I think I would want to play Downerd, too. Which means I'd probably end up dropping Nightmare Unicorn. Which is not a bad card to drop, necessarily. Maybe I could try something like that. Ashura King? I know what card that is. I just haven't thought about it in a while. Hang on. Oh, it's Asura. I think there's no H, right? No, hang on. What? I know which card you're talking about. It's a rank 3. Also, thank you, Yami Crimson, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's the problem. It takes 3 level 3 monsters. It's not a bad card by any means, but if I have 3 level 3 monsters, I'm just going to go into Tryheart. If it took 2, I would definitely consider it. Yeah, no, Trap Tricks, yeah, I'm not saying Trap Tricks is a bad deck at all by any means. I just don't know, like, the same would be true of, like, Labyrinth. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend a Labyrinth to somebody just getting into the game, because it's a very heavy back row focused deck, and they might not like that style of deck. They might not know yet. That's the only reason I say I don't recommend it for a newer player. That's it. That's all. Okay. Oh, we can definitely keep Tryhard as the middle card. Oh, you know what? I should like to do it this way. You, and you, and you. Wouldn't Terratop go hard in this? Yeah, I mean, oh, you know what? Terratop plus a Scareclaw is an Adventure Line plus Tryhard, isn't it? No, it's not. Wait. No, it's not. Because, well, okay. Yeah, let me read Terratop. You might have to do it in a bit of a weird order. Okay, if you control no monsters. So, Special Terratop. Hang on. No. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so Special Terratop, Special Talk Tomborg. But you can't go into Cherubney just yet, because once you first have to go normal your Scareclaw, go into Lightheart, but does that kind of defeat the purpose of going into the Adventure Line? Because wouldn't you want to have that established first? Okay, but if you normal the Scareclaw, go for Lightheart, I don't think it works, actually. I don't think it does, because you have to put Lightheart in the EMZ to get the search for Reichphobia, but there's no real way to make Cherubni after that. And you can't do Cherubni before because then Lightheart isn't in the EMZ. Yeah, it was a good idea, don't get me wrong. But because Lightheart needs to be in the EMZ, I think is why it doesn't work. If it weren't for that, if you could just get this off the summon, then that would 100% work. Yeah, you would need to make Triheart first, which the unfortunate thing is like one of the good reasons to do an adventure line is to have that set up before. I don't know, like the more I think about adventure line and Scareclaw, it's like, is it actually going to be consistent? Aren't I kind of hoping that I draw exactly Enchantress or right, otherwise I don't get to do adventure stuff? Imbex Saber Invoker doesn't summon anything here. Level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior. Yeah, we don't have those. Rykart is dark, it's not Earth. You can't pull Rykart with Invoker. Yeah, I was thinking about throwing in Foolish, but like, Foolish has no other synergy with our deck, except maybe to send Astral, or Vysis for Astrolabe. I guess it's the same idea. I mean, we could just try it. Trying to figure out how worth it the Adventure Engine is to play in Scareclaw. The more I look at this list, the more I suspect it's actually not worth it, to be totally honest with you. Like, I feel like just playing Drolls and Talent and more Imperms would be better. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the more I look at it, the less I like it. Let me... Is anyone playing the Adventure Engine? Hang on, let me go to Top Decks. Sort by Scareclaw. Do last 4 weeks. Yeah, Tactics goes crazy in this deck. I agree. Adventure doesn't feel good unless it's your game plan. I agree. You know what? I'm convinced. Alright, I got them all right. I didn't forget an adventure card. I've done that before. Where I take out the adventure engine but leave in like a Griffin Rider or like a Fateful Adventure or something. No, I think we got them all. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think we've come to the conclusion that we're actually not playing adventure in this deck. Whew, and now we get to play so much okay, we're always playing this. We're always playing these. Defanging and Straddle are like worth consideration, but I don't know. It's like they also feel a little situational. Like I kind of feel like we're definitely gonna play another Droll. But I kind of feel like stuff like maybe even another Nib would be better. I don't know. Just looking at some lists right now and seeing what people are playing. Oh, Book of Eclipse is definitely not a bad idea either. Hey, Cypher. Oh, also, Cypress Hill 1845 as well as Devin Zantana. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Curry Car is not an awful idea either. That's actually definitely worth considering. Bestials. Wow, actually there's a couple of builds here playing Bestials. That's interesting too. Oh, this might actually be a Thrust deck. I think this is actually a Thrust deck. Because we have the Twin Saw. But we really only have a rival. And talent. Also, Gabe Stig27, thank you very much for the follow. We could play something like a Herald or a Feather Duster or an Evenly to have also off of talent. Ryota, oh, Rhoda? Yeah. Definitely want that. Is this actually a thrust deck? It might not be. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually a thrust deck. I might just play a second Nib, honestly. Nib's really good right now. I only have one Finner in here, right? Yeah, okay. There is also, of course... Let me read these cards real quick. Defanging. Your opponent cannot target Scareclaw Link monsters or Visor Starfrost you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with a Scareclaw Link monster or Visor Starfrost you control. You can banish a Scareclaw monster, Link monster from your field or graveyard. Ooh, that last effect is actually the one I think I'm the most interested in. I mean, the first effect is good too. The thing is, it doesn't stop Ash Blossom. Just a little... I guess either does Branded Lost. I mean, this card isn't as good as Branded Lost. But it's definitely not bad. It also can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. It's not bad. And there's also Straddle. Target one Scareclaw monster or Visor Starfrost in your monster zone, and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster gains attack defense equal to the opponent's monster's attack or defense, whichever is higher. It gains both, okay. And then more target protection. So they both offer target protection. Just depends if you value the stat boosting or the destruction protection, as well as banish, as well as potential pop. I've encountered Straddle in the wild before as well. Do I think these are better than, like, second Nibiru? No, that was not, no. I'm not, that was a Final Fantasy X song, actually. That was not instrumental, it'll be. That's funny, though. I wouldn't be opposed to. That was a Final Fantasy X song. I agree that Straddle isn't worth searching. Is Defanging really worth searching? Like, if I don't have a rival, I'm always very eager to grab Twin Saw. Oh, it's Ogre in the art. That's cool. I can't imagine a world where I would grab Defanging over Twin Saw. But I think about it in that regard, it makes me not want to play either of these, honestly. Hang on, we go forward again. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it like this for now. Alright, I think I might end up calling it here, because I'm feeling a little bit hungry. We're coming up on 3 hours. I'm trying to think if there's one more deck I would want to build on stream first, real quick. I know I said that I wanted to cook up a synchro pile, but, like, I think I need to do a lot more research before I can, like, wing something like that. We built the Monadium. We've built the Bestial. And we got to play the Bestial Runic. Oh, Toad, were you here for that? Were you here for our Bestial Runic? You were here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were. You're always here. I know you like Bestial Runic, that's why I ask, but you saw a bit of it? Okay, cool. What do we think of this Bestial Runic build? I thought it was fine for a starting build. But, I'm definitely still very new to the deck. I know we don't need the second Cartesia, but I had it, so I figured I'd play it. I like it. It looks a lot like yours. Hell yeah, that's good to know. Actually, you know, I will say, I do really like the idea of playing the second Cortesia. I don't know, I think this is a completely fine list, honestly, the more I look at it. The second Regained might not be necessary, but... Like, if you wanted to play the dualities, for example, if you own those, you could cut, like, this, and maybe, like, a Saronir or Lubellion. Probably a Saronir. Well, maybe Lubellion. I think an argument either way. This is better going second, this is better going first. Seals! We talked about Seals, actually. We talked about potentially playing... The reason I ended up picking Azalea is because it felt like the most flexible option, / easiest to make. Post-banless Dragon Link. That's another one I would need to do a lot of research on. But we should have done that today. Actually, that would have been fun. We could do that another time. I had a lot of fun on this deck building stream. Did y'all like it? I was a little anxious to try this format because I was like, oh, what if people get bored? But I have a lot of fun deck building. I just didn't know if other people were super into it. It was nice, yes. Cool, awesome. Yeah, so maybe like next week we'll put together D-Link or like a synchro deck or something. I like to discuss. Yeah, I like discussing builds. Like, there's so much that goes into deck building, and it's very much a skill that you exercise is deck building, particularly for Master Duel 2. Like. For Master Duel, I tend to value, you'll probably notice across my builds, that I tend to value consistency pretty much over everything else, specifically for Ranked Ladder. Like, I don't know, I don't like jamming, like, just the other day, actually, I played against a Monadium deck that was just, like, jamming a random Gamma Seal and a random Lightning Storm. And in all fairness, I did lose, but not because of either of those cards. But at the same time, I'm like, I see that a list like that, and I'm like, why are you playing Gamma Seal and Lightning Storm? Like, I feel like so many Master Duel players are like, oh, I gotta play this card in case I go second. But, like, then it ends up being a card that's only good going second. I think a lot of this comes from playing in the TCG, and, the fact that, you know, well, TCG or OCG, really, either way, when you're playing in tournaments, every single game matters, but on Ranked Ladder, you only have to win more than 50% of the time. That's why I value consistency over everything else, and it's why I don't like playing, like, a random Gamma Seal, or a random Unevenly, or a random Lightning Storm, you know? Noxter, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Actually, we are about to end out over here. We'll try Bistio, Rudic that plays Incredible Classic Golden Sword and Soul, either in place of Bistio, Algar, and Cart, or with both of them. I've seen builds like that before, definitely. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Who is on right now? Who can we raid? Sarah is on. We haven't raided Sarah in forever. She's playing Gen 1 OU. Let's go. She's playing Pokemon Showdown, and she's playing Gen 1 OU. That is awesome. Let's go say hi to Sarah. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Super appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing Ranked Ladder tomorrow, so... we're actually going to be playing more duels this time, but or next time, rather. But bye, everyone!